Aloha, it's Matthew, and I have an all-season plate for you for July. This is Maniology M301, and you know what? I didn't look up the name of it beforehand, so I just think of it as a squiggly patterned plate. They have several of these in different designs. But I've got on my nails Holo Taco Teal No Lies. This was from their royalty collection over the summer. And 100% honest review, it was kind of hard to apply. It was kind of thick, but then it also flowed. So like I was putting it on this pinky and then it just flowed into my cuticle. But ultimately I got a good manicure out of it. And I think this is like 3 days old. So I figured, no chips, no issues. So let's go with it. I mean, there's a little bit of grow out, but you guys can deal with that. And then I've got a bunch of different stamping polishes. Mostly I picked blue greens and blues and greens, and then I've got white, or like a metallic white, and two silvery colors, because I think that silver especially and the white will be complementary on this teal. It's like when the light's not catching it, it's such a deep like ocean color, right? And then when the light does hit it, there's those metallic flakies in it that just light up. And I think that there's a wee bit of shimmer in there too. Unless there's like a different size grind of metallic flakes and there's just multiple sizes of metallic flakes. Ultimately, I like the look, but the application wasn't the most fun. All right, so let's get started. This plate, I'm just going to be doing it on my nails today. I don't have any tips to work with. Well, I have some, but I'm not doing them in today's video. So there's a couple different ways that you can use this. Obviously, you've got your full nail designs here, and you can layer those with the squigglies, and then you got some round ones here. And then you can also double process, meaning pick up this and then come over here and pick up a squiggles, and you'll get this design within the squiggles and only that. Let's get to it. You'll see what I mean. Let me stand these up to give myself a little bit more room. So now this is a metallic polish on my nails. So I do have creme polishes over here. These ones are metallic blues and greens, and they might show up, they might not. I also might use them in combination with the cremes to make them more visible on this metallic base. But I think that even though these ones are metallic, they're a contrast of enough color that they'll show up. But typically, I've found that if you use a creme on a metallic or a metallic on a creme, you get a better result because they don't fight for attention as much, if that makes sense. The finishes don't fight for attention. Let me grab a paper towel and let's get started. If you guys like my videos, feel free to like it. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I would truly appreciate it if you did. It helps get my videos out to more people who might like to see them. So I've got my polishes, I've got my stamper, I've got a scraper card, my plate that we're working with, I've got cotton balls and a grabber for those, pure acetone for cleaning off the plate, and a little bit of Scotch tape for clean up. I think someone's here. Okay, that was Cindy's mom's here. they're going into town to do some shopping. I thought Cindy had already left. Whoops. Okay, so let's get planning. I'm kind of winging this as we go. I think I'm going to start with my ring fingers, which is my usual accent nail. I might do some stuff on my thumbs, and then maybe like a pinky or a random index finger or something like that. So I think I want to do like a complete lay down and then like an accent of a loop. So let's start with, I want to do this one. No, I'm going to start with the biggest grit here, and I'll tell you why. When we do the double process later on, it's helpful to have the smaller stuff to pick up within the loop. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so let's go with the big one. And I'm going to start with Frosty. Yeah, let's do it. Frosty. And I'm going to get a full design on my ring finger. All right, good pickup. So then we're just going like that. Perfect. And let me use some of that tape like I was talking about and pick up these edges. Now, designs like this that have a little bit more bulk, sometimes it's easier to put down liquid latex or a barrier, but smaller things can often be just plucked off your cuticle with tape, just like that. And let me get these ones here on the front. Okay, press that down. And we're set. Okay, so we got our base look there. And on top of that, oh, that's cute. Okay, so then I don't want to get too distracted. On top of that, I'm going to put, I think, this squiggle, because it's like the most, the one with the most character. And for that, I think I'm going to use So Metal. And let's go right in here. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna take and clean up this stuff because I don't want it to show up, accidentally get put on my nail. So I'm gonna first use this little bit here, like that, on this end of my nail. And then I'm going to use what's still on my stamper over here. Like that. Yep. Awesome. So we will zoom in at the end and take a closer look at each nail. Cool. All right. That one turned out perfect. Okay, sweet. We're off to a good start. Okay, so then now let's do this nail. And what I want to do what I was talking about with the double processing on this nail. And so I'm going to use these little speckly dots. They kind of look like snow if you wanted to do some nail art where you wanted snow in the background. That definitely gives snow. And I'm going to use Frozen for the snow part. Okay. And then I'm also going to use which one? which one of these will fit best? Oh, I'm going to use this one, I think. I think that whole thing will, most of that will fit right on my nail. And then I'm going to use Kraken for this one. So we're going to get little white speckles, almost like snow, on the deep dark navy on the teal is the plan. So let's see if I can do it. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew both of these. So this, you kind of want to move relatively quickly because we want to pick these up, and then once we pick these up, we want the little bits to stick to the plate where we... Okay, I'm getting too explanatory. Watch here what happens. Let's see if I can get it on the first go. Okay, so we got frozen polish over here. I put down plenty enough so it doesn't dry while we're talking. And then we've got Kraken over here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scrape the frozen first and pick it up, okay? And then I'm gonna scrape the Kraken and pick it up, and then there we go. Do you see the dots that are left on the blue? I'm gonna get rid of that stuff there on the edge that we don't want, because I don't want that going on my nail. And then we're gonna put this right, can you guys see? Right there. Yes. Okay, that turned out exactly how I wanted it to. Let's zoom in real quick just so you can see what I'm talking about. So the little white dots are all within that dark blue ring. So, and you see here on the plate, oh here, let me pick it up. So we picked up the silver dots, or the white metallic dots first, and then came over here and picked up the Kraken within that blob. And then since these were still wet enough, they stuck to the plate and stayed behind, and only the ones that are in the loop went on my finger. And you can do that in different, any kind of plate that you have. Okay, let's back out. Any kind of plate that you have that has a tight overall design, and then a wider, more cut out design, if that makes sense. So let's get the lids back on these ones. And I want to clean up the plate real quick. So let's just grab some acetone on a cotton ball while I contemplate the next nail. So Scotty's out of town, you guys, and it's kind of strange. He's got this this annual thing that he's been doing. Well, this is only the second time he's gone. It's a 3-year program for his work, and he went last year. It's like 2.5 weeks, and then he's going to go. And then he went this year. He just left, so he's like on day 2 today. And it's just weird. Like going to bed alone, it's weird. Okay, so we got our nice cleaned up plate here. Mostly clean. Let me try that again. Okay. And there's that. Okay. I think she'll stop. Okay. Perfect. All right. So I think I want to do, let's do some of these rings, like rainbow style rings. I want to do them on my thumb. And I need to do them in a light enough color that will show up. So I'm going to pick Moonglow. And let's do that there. So now the idea behind these all-season plates is that, honestly, you can take any color and make this happen, right? I'm doing blues and teals and greens, But if you had a, let's see, well, we're in July, so if you had a 4th of July party that you wanted to go to, you could use this plate. I'm gonna put that one right on the edge of my thumb. So you could use this plate with red, white, and blue polish, and all of these designs that are, it might not want to stick down because I have put cuticle oil on in between and I should have probably put down some sticky base coat to make that stick, but I think it's gonna be fine. No one's gonna call me out because that one doesn't touch the edge. So the idea behind these plates is that you can use them with any color pattern and make any theme for your manicure. So like this isn't necessarily a seasonal plate, right? That's why I call this series all season. You could use this any time of year. And so that's why I like to recommend them for beginners or even seasoned stampers. If you pick up this plate, it's not one that you're not going to see again until next March when it's St. Patrick's Day. So I think it's a valuable plate to pick up because you can use it literally any time of year. And these speckles in the corner here reminded me of the terrazzo plate that I did. I already did an all seasons plate video on that. I think it might have been the 2nd or 3rd one that I did. And it's making me want to pick up that terrazzo plate and do a summertime terrazzo. So maybe I'll do that on my next mani. Okay, so I got some rings there. And then I think on this snail, I want to do a couple of these blobs. And maybe like one entirely on the nail and then a couple off. So let's see what we got here. Let's choose, I'm going to choose Ocean Floor. It's this duochrome, like teal, green, blue, beautiful polish, but I don't know if it's really gonna, I don't think it's gonna stick out enough. Let's save that for a different nail. For this one, let's use Chill Out. Although it's a metallic, I think that the color difference is far enough that it will work. So let's start with this little roundy guy here. Okay, and that one is just gonna go boop right in the middle of my thumb, just like that. And then I want this oblong one, oblong, that's a funny word. Okay, this oblong one here. And this one I'm gonna try and do like I did over here. I think I'm gonna try and do it in one pull and see if I can get a split on it. And I'm gonna just try and clean up that stuff I don't want there, right? Dang it. All right, well, let's try that again. I didn't get a good scrape. There was a little bit left on the plate there. And so it picked up. Let's go ahead and use this oblong one instead. And I was trying to clean off the excess. I've got a little sticky mat on the side. I was trying to clean off the excess and I took more than I wanted to take off. Okay, so let's go here. Okay. Let's just try this one more time. On these more etched designs, these designs that have a wider groove, you need to be wary of how you scrape, in which direction you scrape, I mean, because I pressed too hard and my card caught in that divot and in that divot. And what it did was it ended up pulling out, like scraping out the polish from where I actually wanted it to be left. So let's just try this one more time. I'm going to go back to the original one that I wanted, because I kind of want these square-ish corners to go against the round design. Okay. That's better. Okay, so I'm going on this side first. You guys see that? On that corner first. Okay. Gonna lift up. Yep. I can pick that part off with tape. And then I'm going on this side over here. I don't know what Emily is barking at. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but Cindy's dog Emily is she's a million years old, and so it's kind of hard to get mad at her for barking. I don't think she knows what's I don't think she knows what she's barking at. Okay, so the lights kind of, oh, you can see it there. The lights kind of take away the distinct difference. Hang on, let me go just close that door. That'll help her calm down. Okay, all right. So I'm back. Okay, I got my thumbs. I think on this one, I want to use this little B-shaped one to make, I thought I was going to make, like a W shape over here, but I don't want it to. No, I think I'm just going to leave those like they are. You know what I think I want to do? I used Moonglow for that. I'm going to do it again, but going the opposite direction now. So let's put that down. So now this is like a mainly monochromatic look. Obviously the silvers are not blues, but these are mostly shades of blue and green or teal. So let's go right like that. And then we've got kind of like overlapping. Looks like somebody dropped 2 stones into a pond, right? Yeah, I like that. Okay, so last nail, let's do something fun on an index finger here, because this one, although there's some design on it, it's kind of plain. So let's zhuzh up this nail. And for that, I think I want to use the these dots and maybe this. I think I want to double process these dots on this blob. And so let's come back to that ocean floor for the dots. And then for the base, I think I'm going to put it on Kraken again. I think putting it on this dark base will actually make the ocean floor shine more. So let's come over here. Let's get them both ready. Okay, so we've got ocean floor and Kraken. Okay, so ocean floor is going on these ones here. This is such a beautiful polish. It came in one of the Manny by Me kits, I think the June or July from last year, with like a ocean floor theme, or ocean, but like it was a lot of dead stuff, like skulls and Oh, there's a pretty Kraken, There's a cool Kraken, like, tentacles on that one. I've used a couple times on different videos. Okay. There's that. Okay, let's see if we can get this first try again. Okay, so we got the base. And then we got the ring. And they're there. Okay, so let's clean off. Let me take a piece of tape real quick and clean off the stuff that we don't want on the nail and see if I can get that on there before it dries. I'm gonna go right here. And then I'm gonna go right there. Okay. And I'm gonna use that tape just to clean up these edges. Okay. And it's kind of dark, but I think that once we zoom in, you'll get to see the design on it. Do I need some more? I think I might need some more light colored stuff, like maybe on this middle finger we could use some pewter. Let's just put some hashes on in pewter. And then maybe I can, so go full nail design on this one, and then maybe pick up a ring or some dots and put that over it. So let's go pewter here, which if you didn't see, I had a comparison between this one and So Metal. They're almost identical as far as formula goes. They're both a nice metallic. Pewter is ever so slightly darker. Like think So Metal is like sterling silver, like bright and shiny silver, and then pewter is literally like pewter, which is just like silver but a little bit darker. I mean, you guys, if you don't know what pewter is, just Google it. It's like it's an alloy, I think, and the combination of metals. It's a close to silver color, but it can be a little bit cloudier or darker. So there we go. Let's clean up these edges. Down here on the tip. Okay. Awesome. Oh, I think I put that. Whoops, I could clean that up later. Okay. All right. I think. Are we done? Let's just play with the plate a little bit more, you guys. I think I want to do something on this pinky. So let's go with these little donuts. And on that, I'm going to use Splash. And again, this is a metallic, or it's kind of more of a shimmer, but I think that it's different in tone enough that it will show up just fine. So let's put, this is the one that I used for the ocean water in my last gradient manicure. So it's kind of it's a really bright blue. I mean, if you can't tell from the bottle. Okay, so let's scrape that. And donuts. Oh, maybe they won't show up as well as I thought they would. They almost kind of look like a leopard. Like if there were a blue metallic leopard, then that's the coloration that it would have, is teal and blue. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop there. I think that one might not have been such a winner because it's just, there's not enough distinction between them. I thought that there would be, but I was wrong. All right, so let's zoom in and take a look and get you guys on your way. Okay, so this is the first one we did, and it has the Frosty for the base, and then the So Metal for the rings. And then we got, this one had the frozen dots on the Kraken ring. This one we just did was Pewter. And we got the Moonglow ripples. And then here we've got the Frosty, what was it? No, it was Chill Out. And so they're there, and you can see them, but they are kind of subtle in comparison to some of the other ones. And then here is that last pinky that we just did, and honestly, it's, I mean, it's there, you can see it, but if somebody were just walking by on the street, I don't think that they would notice. It's an extremely subtle nail. So with that, until next time, you guys, bye. Just kidding. There's one other step I forgot to say, and that is to make sure to use smudge-free top coat. I'm not going to sit and make you watch me put it on, but if you stamp in order to lock that design in, you've got to put smudge-free top coat on, and then after that, I seal everything with a quick dry top coat about 5 minutes later. My microphone might have stopped working, so hopefully this last bit with audio is intelligible. And until next time, you guys, bye.